Yo, what's up, guys? This is D Brown with Trackheads. I'd like to welcome to another episode of Trackheads. So, we have the Diamond League Finals over here in Brussels. We have the Women's 100-meter dash Diamond League Final, which is going to be the exclamation point for such a great season for track and field running. Obviously, we don't have Sharika Jackson. We don't have Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. We don't have Elaine Thompson-Herah. We don't have the big three from Jamaica. But what we do have is basically the podium for the Olympic Games 100-meter dash. Okay, we have Julian Alfred Smith, we have Shacarri Richardson, we have Ta Lu, we have Dina Asher Smith, we have Tamari Davis, and we have Daryl Nieder. So, I mean, this is a pretty quality field. You know, this is basically all the athletes that have either made the final for the 100-meter dash, or if they didn't make the final, they were still been pretty consistent. So, you know, like I said, we have Julian Alfred Smith. We have another rematch between Julian Alfred Smith and Shacarri Richardson. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I truly think that Julian Alfred Smith is going to put a hole in Shacarri Richardson, and for all intents and purposes. You know, I don't mean to be disrespectful with it, but, you know, that was a really quality run. I think it was really great to see Shacarri Richardson go through the gears in that last rematch that they had. But the big glaring thing is that she has still not fixed her start. She has still not fixed her start. And mind you, she didn't just like bulldoze through Julian Alfred Smith. Did she win? Yes, but she didn't bulldoze through her. Julian Alfred Smith was still very close. She just pipped her at the line. I think there has to be a state of refocus that Julian Alfred needs to have in order to be able to win this race. But I definitely think that this is a race that Julian Alfred, I keep on saying Julian Alfred Smith. Julian Alfred has the ability to finish. And really win this. I think Shacarri Richardson will get second. I think it's going to be a very close race. You know, Shacarri Richardson is also running the 200, so I don't know which one comes first. But I can only assume that if she's running the 200, she's in 200-meter shape, which will make her more dangerous in the final stages of the run. So we just have to see how that goes. We have Ta Lu, who's also doubling up in the 1 and 2. We'll see how that goes as well, because she's a little bit older of an athlete. This may be her last, you know, this may be her last season. I mean, she probably has a couple more seasons left, but in terms of being the Ta Lu, the 10-7 Ta Lu, you know, we don't know. We don't know. So she's someone who has been really, really great in the final stages of the run. So we'll see how she does in the 100. We have Dina Asher Smith, who caught a flyer, man. She did a really great job in the last time they all met up in the last Diamond League. I believe it was in Zurich. She was leading to pretty much the 80 and then kind of faded a little bit. So I think she'll make the proper adjustments. But Dina Asher Smith could be someone who very much could very well take this entire run if Julian Alfred Smith doesn't get the job done. Julian Alfred Smith, oh my gosh. If Julian Alfred doesn't get the job done, if Dina Asher Smith does get the job done, then we could pretty much see, I think it could be like a 10-8 low, 10-7 high race. Most definitely, because Shacarri Richardson isn't creating the separation that she usually does, that she did last year. Once she gets to 50, 60, 70, she's not turning over and letting her body does what it does in the final stages of the race until like pretty much the last 80, 90 meters. So next person that we have is Tamari Davis. She's been pretty consistent. I mean, she hasn't really run 11 seconds too many times this year. She's been in the 10-9 area. I'm curious to see if she stays consistent or if she decides to drop down. She's someone that has been, she didn't run the 4x1. I think she was at the Olympic Games, but she didn't run the 4x1. She didn't qualify for the 1 or 2, but she's someone that can very much, you know, with her consistency with some of these meets, she could definitely sneak in there. We have Daryl Nieder, who's been really consistent, 10-8 that she ran this year. She's also running the 200-meter dash, so she could be kind of split in terms of her workload, but like I said, I think the top three are gonna be the same top three that was in Zurich. We have Julian Alfred, Shacarri Richardson, and then Dina Asher Smith. I have Julian Alfred winning. I have the same thing. I have Julian Alfred getting it. I have Shacarri Richardson getting second and Dina Asher Smith getting third. But I definitely think if Dina Asher Smith gets it right, she won't get second. She can win the whole thing, which will be a great look for her because she hasn't necessarily have like that race. You know, Zurich was probably the first race in which she actually came in there, did some damage, and was pretty happy with her performance, except for the final stages of the race. So that's my prediction, guys. And let me know if you have a different prediction below. I want to thank you guys for watching. This is D Brown with Trackheads. Peace.